kind of troll like
What
you.
it means is
I'm not
that you say
scared.
things you don't mean for attention.
No.
What would you do for fame? With the advent of social media, anyone with an internet connection and a camera has the opportunity to become more powerful than they have any right to be. An opportunity to become popular in the eyes of strangers, and with that popularity, a vast abundance of wealth. Today, we are talking about Trisha Paytas, arguably the most compelling character to watch on YouTube since she created her channel Blonde Sundoll 4MJ in 2007. How does one even describe Trisha? Crazy? Disturbed?
Oh.
Or perhaps genius?
Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
Now stay with me here. How has Trisha, of all people, happened to stay relevant for over a decade? Well, through drama. Think of YouTube drama like a giant fast food mukbang. And Trisha's, well, she's going to town. For over a decade, she's posted mukbangs, hysterical personal vlogs from her kitchen floor, and gotten into more public feuds than maybe any other influencer. In her 12 years on the platform, our girl Trisha has grown a following of 4.9 million subscribers on her main account and 1.36 million on her separate vlog channel. No matter who she's dating or who she's arguing with, her subscribers can't get enough, and she's penetrated nearly every corner of the online world. She even manages to make a video about cooking scrambled eggs entertaining.
11 minutes later.
Oh my god, that is the gas smell. Holy cow, that's why they weren't cooking. Holy cow, I'm so stupid. I didn't even light, oh my god.
A self-confessed troll, Trisha is always trying to get featured on Keemstar's show Drama Alert, and every decision she makes seems to get people talking. Like me, I guess. She even confessed this to a news outlet. I never cared about being rich or anything, still don't. I just have this constant need for attention. Maybe that's a bad thing, maybe not, but it's how I thrive. There's a pattern happening here, and I'm going to show you. So let's take a trip back to the beginning to see how she became the Trisha we know today. When Trisha started her channel, it was devoted to counting down the days to Quentin Tarantino's film Inglourious Basterds, and reading out her raps and poems dedicated to the director.
So what? Yeah, I'm back again, busting these lyrics for my Quentin. I say it loud, I say it proud, for all his films, yeah, I count.
But her content evolved over the next year or two to include dieting vlogs, dating and beauty advice, and even an attempt to try and break the world record for speed talking, a skill that got her an appearance on The Ellen Show.
You're so happy, aren't you?
You're so pretty, it's like looking at a mirror.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what would be scarier if after putting on the one shoe, I recklessly put my foot in the other one and discovered that I was teaming with hundreds of spiders, all the babies were in there, a whole lot of
Buckle up, folks. This is just the beginning of Trisha's involvement with the world of television. Back in 2010, Trisha claimed to be a tanning addict on an episode of My Strange Addiction.
My name is Trisha, and I can't stop tanning. I mean, I could stop tanning, I just don't want to stop. Everyone is gonna die. I'm just gonna die extremely hot.
She further explained it helped her with her physical shape and acne. She's been cast in episodes of Modern Family and Who Wants to Be a Superhero, Trisha also appeared in the music videos of several artists, including Eminem, Amy Winehouse, and the All-American Rejects. In 2013, she was a guest on Dr. Phil and spoke out against people who criticize her looks in a segment called Girls Who Bash Girls Who Dress Sexy.
You're gonna decide what somebody should wear? This is censorship and bullying.
Soon, Trisha began building more of an audience on YouTube when she started being more opinionated and experimenting with comedy skits, such as her video Couples Therapy, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson.
Well, let's suppose it was nice.
Well, he's just not that into you.
But where I think trolling Trisha began was in 2012, when she uploaded a video saying she was going to vote for Mitt Romney in the 2012 presidential election.
And I'm not saying, be a conservative Republican like me, because I don't push my beliefs on people, like political or religious. Like, I'm Catholic, but I'm not going to push that on people. I love you, Jesus. But anyways, I am fully supportive of Mitt Romney, and there are a few reasons why I'm going to be voting for Mitt Romney in this election. So basically, one, Mitt Romney is super hot. Another reason I'm going to vote for Mitt, well, my kitten is named Mitz.
The video was met with an immense negative reaction, amassing over 75,000 dislikes, but a reaction nonetheless. After all, they say no press is bad press. This reaction would trigger something inside Trisha that would change the way she made content forever. In 2013, she uploaded a video called Do Dogs Have Brains? Now, Trisha herself admitted that some of her more outlandish videos were posted just to get the clicks. She told Business Insider her support of Romney was one of those cases, as was the video where she claimed dogs don't have brains.
But then I wonder, okay, dogs can't talk. So do they have brains? Yes, they walk, but it's because we're telling them to walk. And two, is they're kind of scary. I love all God's creatures, and I see, other human beings, and I can just find so much love for them, but I'm so terrified of dogs. Dogs are freaky. And I hear a dog barking. Ah!
She said she thought dumbing herself down would get her views, and she didn't realize that more people would watch if I was just real and true to who I was. In the pursuit of fame, one should not just create content that evokes a reaction, but they must be part of a community, and the company Trisha had kept certainly had a large following. Trisha began a close friendship with now disgraced YouTuber Shane Dawson when they first met when she was cast as a stripper in one of his early YouTube videos. Trisha has said she owes a lot of her success on YouTube to Shane Dawson. I remember going to Shane's house for the shoot. This was years before we even became friends and made our own videos together. But I was like, what do you do? Straight up. He had this big house and was paying all these actors and crew to make videos, and his mom told me it was all from YouTube. Once Shane told people about her, it opened up the doors to grow her following. I think everyone was weirded out by me, but once I got the cosign from Shane, more people were open to getting to know me and collabing with me, and that meant a lot. To this day, I try not to say no to any opportunity to be introduced to a new audience. The platform is always changing, growing, and getting more and more saturated. You have to stay ahead of it all. Now, what's one way to stay ahead of it all? Social issue plus controversial statement equals attention, with most viewers coming to dislike and comment, which just adds to the video's overall popularity. Trisha has churned out more of these trolling videos than any other YouTuber, and she's made a career of it. At the end of 2016, Trisha publicly announced she and her then boyfriend had split up in a video where she filmed herself crying on her kitchen floor, a trend she would soon become famous for. A few days after their breakup, Trisha posted a video saying she was a chicken nugget.
I woke up this morning feeling like a chicken nugget. You guys, when you feel like a chicken nugget, you feel like not delicious. Well, you feel delicious, but you also feel like fried.
The video has 1.3 million views and 10,000 dislikes. And just a few hours later, she uploaded a video saying she was gay.
In the past week, I've had sex with guys and girls.
The video almost has 1.6 million views and 18,000 dislikes. Oh, but don't worry. Trisha decided to retire from being gay a year later.
I would like to make the announcement that I am non-binary when it comes to gender. I don't want to be labeled as any gender. I don't want to pick a gender. I thought I identified as female for the longest time, and then I started thinking maybe I was transgender and I wanted to be a boy.
In 2017, she uploaded a video called My Ethnicity Has Changed, where she identified as black.
Lately, I've been going through a little bit of an identity crisis. I really never struggled with an identity before, like knowing my identity. I knew who I was. I'm a Caucasian woman, single, 29. But lately, I'm starting to question that, and a lot of people have always questioned this since I was a young girl. I remember being like 14, people always asking me like what ethnicity I am, if I'm mixed with something, like you can't be white. I said, no, both my parents are white. And I've always kind of just stuck by that story. Until lately, I don't know what I am anymore.
She also uploaded a video called I'm No Longer a Person, where she walked around in her underwear and said she didn't want to be identified as Trisha, a female, or anything anymore.
I no longer have an identity. I don't want to be identified as Trish. I don't want to be identified as Trisha. I don't want to be identified as female. I don't want to be identified as anything. This and that. She cries, she eats, she gets lipo, she's fat, she's gross, she's skinny, she throws up, she's a bad influence, she's problematic. Yada, 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 yada. I have no identity.
Now, before I jump into Trisha's most recent controversial identity crises, I'd like to go over some of her beef with other YouTubers and how she has used this drama to her leverage for more clicks. In May of 2019, Trisha got into an emotional feud with Ethan Klein from H3H3. Trisha tearfully called out Ethan for fat-shaming her in a video, saying he was harming young girls.
Like, there's this 40-year-old man shaming, like, girls. And I'm gonna speak for myself because I was featured heavily in the video, shaming girls for really just how they look.
Now, H3H3 made a video titled Instagram versus Reality.
No! That cannot be the same person. Dude, Coachella versus open casket funeral.
Trisha responded, saying the fact he used her images and called influencers like Tana Mongoose a whale was damaging. In tweets, Trisha called Ethan a disgusting piece of shit. Ethan then invited Trisha onto the H3 podcast in October 2019, where there was a lot of tension, and Ethan called her out on her obvious trolling.
For example, how is it that your life is so dramatic?
It just is. It always has been. My life is dramatic.
So it's like every week there's a new revelation in your life that you announce on your kitchen floor, and then you stir up a lot of conversation about it. But it's like clockwork. It's just a little too...
Nonetheless, fans of H3H3 and Trisha were both captivated by the episode, which garnered 2.4 million views. This has sparked more episodic returns, a dating series which led to Trisha dating Ethan's wife, Ela's brother Moses, and eventually a new podcast called Frenemies that has Ethan and Trisha co-hosting, in which they are both making a lot of money. More drama, more money, right? After all, most of her controversial videos are monetized.
I am transgender. 3 million views, green icon, monetized, and I'm going to tell you exactly how much money she made. She made $8,000 from that video.
Also in May of 2019, a video by YouTuber Nikocado Avocado, who is just as notorious as Trisha, went viral, racking up over 2.7 million views, titled Exposing Trisha Paytas with Receipts. Nikocado Avocado explained that he and Trisha were supposed to film together several years ago, but she had ghosted him. Then she proceeded to criticize him publicly in several live streams and videos, and he'd had enough, so he made all of their DMs public. But a few months later, they both made up and ate takeout food. Over these next few months, everything was peaceful and quiet. Trisha was out of controversy and back to making 24-hour food challenges and singing renditions of songs like Lady Gaga's Shallow. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. On October 7th, 2019, Trisha uploaded a video called I Am Transgender Female to Male, in which she said she's basically a gay man who likes to dress in drag because she is attracted to other gay men, loves glam and voluptuousness, and has penis envy.
I didn't feel like I identified as a girl. Now this seems like crazy and weird and shocking because I was born a female.
This video blew up, amassing over 4 million views and over 160,000 dislikes. She trended on Twitter and received a ton of backlash. She then doubled down on her claim when she appeared on an episode of The Doctors.
I'm comfortable in who I am, and I know who I am, and I like dating all types. And as far as my gender, I do identify as a male, and if there are people that are uncomfortable with that, and I'm not sure what to say to that other than this is how I've always felt since a very young age, so.
Then a month later, she married a cardboard cutout of Brad Pitt. So, yeah. But then, in March of this year, Trisha would be faced with one of her biggest controversies yet when she claimed to have dissociative identity disorder. She talked about having multiple distinct personalities called T, Trixie, Tyson, Tierney, and Tabolter.
So many people ask, do you have a disorder? Are you diagnosed with something? Are you bipolar? Are you schizo? And I'm like, honestly, I've never been diagnosed with anything. The closest thing that I have self-diagnosed myself, I guess, is multiple personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder.
Trisha, of course, then doubled down and posted another 2 videos. One was aimed at Anthony Padilla, while another claimed to catch her switching between alters on camera.
Hungry and thirsty.
How can anyone think she's being genuine at all? Let me remind you that mostly, if not all of these controversial videos are monetized.
$8,000 for that video.
So who is the real Trisha? Is she gay, trans, black, a chicken nugget? Or is it simply one of her many identities? Or is the real Trisha just another person who will do what it takes to become famous and remain relevant in the public eye? I truly don't know. And maybe we are never supposed to know. Maybe it's just... Nah, she's definitely a troll.